In 1942, in a Nazi concentration camp, psychiatrist Viktor Frankl watched as men around him withered. They had strength. Some even had food. But without meaning, they gave up. Frankl discovered a hard truth. A person can endure almost any how if they have a strong enough why. That lesson would become his book, Man's Search for Meaning, and one of the deepest insights in psychology. Without purpose, grit fails. In our first video, we saw grit as wiring, the brain's circuits of persistence. In the second, we discovered dopamine as the fuel. But even with wiring and fuel, without a deeper engine, people burn out. Today, we reveal that engine, purpose, and how it transforms suffering into strength. Purpose isn't just a lofty idea. It shows up in the brain. When you act with purpose, the prefrontal cortex, the CEO that holds vision, integrates with the limbic system, the seat of emotion. Suddenly, pain signals that once screamed retreat are reinterpreted as part of the mission. Stanford researchers call this self-transcendent purpose, the shift that happens when your effort isn't just for you, but for something larger. And scans show, in that state, the brain's reward system doesn't just respond to success, it responds to sacrifice itself. Frankl saw it in the camps. Prisoners who anchored themselves to a future goal, a loved one, unfinished work, or a reason to live had survived conditions that killed others. We see it today in athletes dedicating careers to a cause, soldiers carrying photos of family into battle, and patients fighting illness because someone needs them. Purpose doesn't erase pain. It absorbs it. It transforms the very signals that once meant give up into evidence that the mission matters. This is why pure grit burns out. Wiring will keep you steady for a while. Dopamine will fuel you for the short run. But eventually the obstacles pile high, the fuel runs low, and the question arises, why am I doing this at all? Without purpose, the brain treats struggle as wasted effort. With purpose, it treats struggle as invested effort. That single shift is the difference between collapse and endurance. So how do you find and train this hidden engine? Start simple. First, name your why. Write down the larger reason you're pursuing the goal. It might be family, contribution, service, or unfinished work. Second, link the daily grind to the larger story. Don't just say, I ran today. Say, I ran today because I'm building the strength to play with my kids at 60. Small acts wired to big meaning become fuel. Third, shift the frame outward. When effort serves more than just you, the brain's reward system becomes shockingly resilient. Pain stops being an invoice and becomes an investment. One guardrail, don't chase abstract slogans. Purpose isn't a poster on the wall. It's lived, specific, embodied in action. The brain doesn't run on words. It runs on connections. Tie your effort to something you could not bear to lose. So why do some people endure the impossible? It isn't just their wiring. It isn't just their dopamine. It's their why. Purpose doesn't remove the struggle. It redeems it. It turns pain into proof and endurance into meaning. If you've built the wiring and learned to fuel it, this is the engine that carries you when nothing else can. And that's the secret. Without this, even grit fails. With it, you don't just persist, you transcend.